Believe Nation, we are doing it. We are back. Happy Monday. Happy 2021. Monday is my mentoring day. So spending the day mentoring the people on my team. Basically what I do all day on Monday is we've got 30 people on the team and they do a lot more work in my business than I do collectively. You know, you might be the single most important person in your company, but when you start to build a team, you want to grow, you want to scale, you want to do big things, you need to have a team. And my goal with the team is when you're having somebody who's around you that they're growing, they're getting better, they're learning, they're improving. They're not just, a monkey following orders, but they're building, growing, and learning. So that's what I do on my Mondays is basically the whole day, spend it with my team, helping them learn, improve, grow, get better, answer questions. I threw a bonus Sunday morning spot in as well. It's more like an informal coffee meeting and see how they're doing. But anyway, this is my break from my mentoring day to try to help you guys out. And I see Cam here in the chat. Let's bring him in and bring him some value. Cam's part of my Movement Makers program. And let's see what he's got. Waiting, connecting. Ho ho!
What's up, Evan?
There it is.
Good to see you.
I love the hat, man.
Thank you, thank you. It's actually funny enough. I made this hat like 5 years ago before I even made any of my accounts.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the story there?
Actually, funny enough, this is my first Instagram name that it was America's Bravo, which is where I caught all my followers on social media. That's what my name was. Completely rebranded everything. And over time, like what we've talked about before, mixing, not having one direct path and kind of having confusing content, I took that name away and just made it my name and then stuck it to the Shatter It movement. But it's always been there. It's kind of the basis of what I do.
And so step back into 5 years ago.
Yeah.
What was the genesis of Shatter It and making that hat?
Yeah, so 2016, I got home from Guantanamo Bay. I was in the military and I spent a year there on deployment, and I had suffered from alcoholism for like 10 years, really. In 2016, I got my third DUI. And it was all DUIs are serious, but this one was really serious because they were like, hey, man, this is now 3 times. I was looking at 7 to 10 years in prison. I had just gotten off a deployment. I had just gotten divorced. I was actually at the tail end of my divorce, and I just had a daughter. And I was just like starting to rebuild my life again after this divorce. And I got out of jail, which is a long story, going through a veterans treatment program for a year. And through that program and 5 years of sobriety now, but starting at that, I knew that the cause of like my alcoholism and all the pain and everything that I was going through was because of like mental health that I just wasn't talking about. Anxiety, depression, stuff like that, like PTSD, I just wasn't talking. I wasn't talking about things from my childhood. I wasn't talking about relationships that I had gone through. And then I wasn't talking about my military experience, and it all just bottled it up. And then I got home and I saw all these things that like veterans were supposed to be, operators, caps and tattoos and beards. And I was like, that's great. I can do all those things, but like, that's not who I am. And I still just kept getting unhappier and unhappier. And finally, it just kind of popped one day. It was like, I need to shatter the labels and stigmas that come with mental health, substance abuse. And at the time, it was just veterans, which is why my name was America's Bravo. It was a veteran-centered brand that was all about focusing on taking the labels of PTSD and anxiety in veterans and telling them, like, hey, we don't all drink. We don't all shoot big 50 cals all the time. And at the time, like Black Rifle Coffee was a big thing. They were doing bikini snap stuff. And I was like, hey, I'm a guy with a wife and 2 daughters. Like, I don't do that. So I just tried to create this movement of people that was the other ones, the ones that wanted to get away from all the labels and stigmas. So long answer short, that's what it is.
I like it, dude. I like it. So how can I help?
Well, honestly, man, the biggest question I have for you is like over the years of building this content resume, and I did the one thing that I think you should never do as a YouTuber now, I'm learning, which is delete content. Especially when you're in the process of trying to monetize a channel. I deleted some. What's that?
Why delete it?
I just went through, I think, an insecurity phase where I watched the content after kind of going through this self-analysis process. And I was like, is this what I want to be putting out? Is this how I want to be seen going forward? And one thing with bipolar disorders is that can change sometimes. You know, you could wake up one day and go, F the world, let's set this thing on fire and do everything I need to do. And I feel this way today. And the next day you step back and go, well, I was completely off there. So it's kind of treading that line. But where I'm trying to, I guess, get with my question is there a space, do you feel, for people who are trying to share their own message through struggle, but aren't necessarily a public name? You know, I'm not an actor. I'm not anything like that. I'm just a person trying to help people with my life experiences.
Yeah, I mean, whatever thought process that's going into you feeling like nobody knows who you are, therefore your message doesn't matter, you got to shatter it.
Yeah, it's not even so much like people don't know who I am, because I think you can build something. Like the thing I'm trying to do now is like a self-made shattered life, right? Like you can take the life that is yours and make it something. It doesn't have to be that you go on to become Tom Cruise. In 2021, you can create an entire career and business off of the internet and telling your story and how you market that. But I think it just has to be genuine, which I've had all the genuineness, I guess. I don't want to sell anything to anyone. And you and I have talked about that once before. Like, I feel like on social media, everything is sell, 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 buy my newest journal, buy this, buy that, especially in the self-help game. I feel bad for asking people like, hey, I actually want to make this 30-day challenge journal. And I would only charge like $5 for it. But I feel bad for even saying that.
You feel bad that you want to sell something to help people?
Yeah, honestly, I do. I've just been the person so many times, and maybe this is a mental thing that I've got to get over. It probably definitely is. But I've been sitting there so many times where I've seen a product by, just say, like an Anthony Robbins. And I look at it and I'm like, you know, that might really help me right now, but I don't have $25. I don't ever want anyone to feel that way. I'd rather just go, here's everything I have for free. But then I sit down at night and I'm like, damn, like that was my shot. I could have sold that for at least a couple dollars and helped my family grow, instead of just always telling the same story of I'm trying, but I'm not asking for help in the same regard.
Yeah, listen, I mean, that's why I wrote. So, you know, it's Built to Serve, right? I know you got your copy.
I love it.
But you've got to reread the whole last section, because it's all about how to actually make money from your purpose and why it's so important. Because if you never make money from this, it's going to be constantly something that's on the part-time, in the background, on the side, and you have to do something else to make money.
Well, and that's the other part of it, is like I'm 100% disabled through the VA. So like my family's needs are met, and that's just my maybe over transparency, as I'm honest with my audience. And I'm like, I'm good. I just want to help, and I want to help, but it comes at my own detriment, where I get resentful to my own work, where I'm like, I'm doing all this crap for nothing. You know, I'm not actually benefiting from this the way I know I'm supposed to be. And it's at war with yourself, I guess.
And therefore you're not good.
Yeah.
You know, and you need to, it's great that your needs are met, your family's needs are met, but in terms of the ability for you to go off and have an impact, you know, how many veterans struggle? I mean, I've done a lot of work with veteran entrepreneurs who come back, and it's lights out for a lot of people. I mean, it's a super scary thing. But then you take any of the things we talked about, of PTSD or bipolar, those are all giant things. And it's a mission that's bigger than you. There's only so much you're going to be able to do from your home with X number of hours in the day, versus if you had people. You know, I've got 30 people helping me with my business now, but even one person to help you.
Well, and
do a lot of things. But to do that one person, you need to have money, right?
Well, and yes and no. So like, I'll just give you an example. After I read Built to Serve, the thing that kept sticking into my mind is like, if you're not happy, you're not serving, and you're not serving enough. So once this great thing came into my life of this financial stability, I actually just overnight opened a studio, I got a 1,500 square foot studio that was way bigger than what I needed it for, but I knew I'd be able to create all my content through it and everything else. It had like 4 other rooms in it. And I had a couple buddies that were just starting brands at the time. One was an apparel company, one was a local photographer, one designed shoes. And I was like, you know what? I just want to give. So let me give this space and we'll kind of make this collaborative studio. And I felt like all the universes were aligning. And I was like, here's this help and this team and this family that I've really been searching for. And not only did coronavirus hit, we were actually able to sustain through that. But this completely left-sided event happened where our landlord just totally decided that he wasn't going to live in the present times. And if you don't look like me, then he doesn't really want you around his building. So we literally had to pack up this thing after doing a grand opening, and this whole city was buzzing about it, and everything felt like it was at the pinnacle. We shut it down and moved back to the house. And I was like, damn, like, what else like, that was the one thing. I finally had someone that was going to be able to record for me instead of me always recording myself stationary and just upping my content a little bit more. And I fell in this really bad, like, depression wormhole where I just felt sorry for myself. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, the universe kind of keeps showing me it's supposed to be me doing this, and I don't know what I'm doing. So it's very frustrating.
You got to shatter that.
Yeah.
Shatter that. It's the universe's message is not, Cam, you got to do this by yourself for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But there's going to be obstacles that get thrown at you. I mean, what happened in 2020 is not just what happened to Cam, you know, like dude, everybody's been through a lot in the past year. It doesn't mean you give up when you quit and you stop trying. You just find a different way to stand. You know, those people who you're with, why can't you still do something together here? Like, why can't that guy come and film you from your place? Why can't you go to a park and do something? Like, there's a million options. So it didn't work out exactly as you wanted it to. I mean, nobody's 2020 worked out exactly like they wanted it to, right? Like, no. Yeah. And you're in a much better position than a lot of people for what happened.
Yeah, 100%. And that's one of the other things too that leads to the not wanting to sell anything. It's like right now I feel like I should just be giving.
But you do both. Like, you need to have most of the stuff I do is for free.
Yeah.
I put out content, dude, like 30 to 50 videos a day going up across different channels for free every day.
Well, and to be very honest, like, that's why I joined the Movement Makers, because I see the genuine authenticity that you put out. And it's like, there's 8 million other groups that people can try to join to try to get better at whatever they're trying to do. But if you don't see somebody that's at the top of their game doing exactly what you're trying to do, like when I read the part of Built to Serve, when you talked about the day you walked in and told your business part, like, I'm done. Like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. And then you had to go back and kind of apologize. Like, that's been so many times between me and my wife where I go, this isn't working. Like, I'm giving everything I have to this and it's not bringing anything in. And she just turns to me and goes, you know, I'm going to let you have this moment, but you're not done filming anything. Like, your message is not done being told. I need to figure out what to do next. I've got like a constant schedule down. I upload on a regular schedule. I've got content for days that I'm putting out. I just feel like there's something else in me that is trying to come out, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah, well, if you like my style, then model it. I do a ton for free, right? I do lots of stuff for free. But then this book is not free.
Yeah.
Right? It's a paid book. You know, I don't know what it costs. $27. And maybe on Amazon now, you know, I don't know. But
I bought it on Audible, so it was like,
well they are on Audible, whatever, right? But there's a paid version of some of the content in the book. Movement Makers that you joined is a paid program, right?
Yeah.
$49 a month. It's not like it's $8,000 a month, but it's $49 a month, and people pay to be in that group. Even though most of the stuff that I do at scale is for free, you could do that too. You could still have your content, your IG, your YouTube, and all the other stuff that's going for free, and you have a paid program.
Yeah. I talked about this with Susie, one of the other Movement Makers, the other day. A lot of it is just getting past that barrier of putting it out there, just putting it there and going, hey, I'm putting out this 30-day challenge journal. Like, I already have it. It's done. I just need to
What? You just put it out there.
Yeah, put it out, and like I've written a book. Yeah.
You just
What's
did.
that?
You just did.
Yeah.
No, right here. You just put it out.
Yeah, true. Well, I have to physically make it, but yes.
No, but now no. Like this is the starting point of
Yes.
you
Putting it out, yes.
So
that's kind of why I said it on here, yeah. Because now I have to do it. Yeah.
That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Extra push. So
Yeah, I have a book. Like I have a book that's sitting in the pocket, and actually
hold on. Sit on the 30-day challenge.
Yeah.
What is the 30-day challenge?
Well, it's going to be a 30-day challenge essentially of this is my routine that got me 1, sober.
Yeah.
2, healthier.
But what is it? It's a book? What are people buying?
It's a journal. So it's a day you'll take 1 through 30.
Okay. And
it's like a daily routine challenge journal.
Is it ready?
It's not ready.
When is it going to
When is it going to be ready?
Yep.
It's January 11th.
I don't know.
I think it is. I think it's January 11th. March. Let's do March 15th.
March?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Here's what we do. 30 days from now, it's got to be ready.
So February 30th. There's no such thing. Or February 11th.
February 11th is a day it exists, and that's the day that we're going to launch. You're launching your journal.
Okay. 30-day challenge journal. Yeah. February 11th. And
so now what you're going to do is you're going to make now already it's like this is the problem that everybody goes through.
Yeah.
In your head, you set a timeline for March. But now it's like, how am I going to do this in February? I'm not ready. I don't have all the XYZ. All this getting away. Right?
Yeah.
That's what we need to shatter. This is it. And so over the next 30 days, what you do is a daily video documenting the process of you creating the journal. And the ups and the downs, and some days you'll feel high, not just because of bipolar, because that's the entrepreneurial journey. Some day you'll feel high and you'll be like, oh my God, I just made this big breakthrough and we got our cover design all done. And then some days you'll feel like a piece of garbage. You feel like you got nothing done and you slacked off and you're behind on your timelines and you're thing away, right? And you share that. You share that, whether it's a long form YouTube video, something quick on Instagram, like you share it and you take people on your journey. So it's a 30-day journey to create the 30-day journal.
Yes.
And then how much? Up
to the release date.
How much does the journal sell for?
$7.99.
$7.99, and it's like
digital. Digital. You could just have it on your phone, and you could just go through it every day.
Okay. So, but it's something I print off, or it's like something that
you can print it off. It'll be sent to your email in a document form.
Got it. Okay. So it's not like an app or something. It's a.
No. I don't know. We're not at that stage yet.
Good. Okay. So $7.99 in 30 days it launches. Every day you have to talk about you creating the journal and what's going into it and where you're struggling and whatever else is going amazing. You got to tell people how they can sign up as soon as people want to sign up. Where are they going?
They'll go to my website, roadtoredemptionpodcast.com.
Road to, and 2 is a number, right?
The number 2, yes.
roadtoredemption.com. So every time now in every video where you're talking about, it should be the link in your bio on IG, is it?
My YouTube is right now because I just finished a YouTube campaign.
Okay, great. So now we're starting a new 30-day campaign. Your link has to be information about the journal to either pre-order it or get information on it. Follow my journey.
Thank you, Susie. Yeah.
People know where to go. What did Susan say?
Susie put the website down at the bottom.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm going to pin that. Where is it?
roadtoredemptionpodcast.com.
Road to Redemption Podcast. Let me scroll up and see where's Susie. Susie.
And that's what we were talking about, right, Evan? Turning it into a 30-day series on YouTube as well.
Yeah, great. YouTube, Instagram. I mean,
that's where my heart is YouTube. Like, that's where my soul is. Now, disclaimer. I just downloaded TikTok. If you guys are trying to do things, I'm going to have to, delete that for the next 30 days if I'm actually going to get this done. That app is amazing if you're not on it.
Then delete the app and get this done.
For community reasons, though, it is amazing. If you are trying to create a community and a movement, it is amazing for that. But I will have to put that to the side for this, for sure.
You know what's even more amazing? Your journal, dude. Your journal is more amazing.
Yeah.
We need to
I'm excited for it now. I'm super stoked. I'm glad you pulled this out because I'm stoked.
Wait, Nina says Angela posted it, but Angela posted Road to Redemption. I think it's Road to Redemption Podcast.
Road to Redemption Podcast.com, yes.
Yeah. Road to Redemption. Okay, so that's the new link in all of your content and all your bios. You're talking about 3 days. You mentioned in every video, hey, to check it out, go to roadtoredemptionpodcast.com. You start bringing up. When it comes up, you got to sell it for $7.99. We're not going to last minute change it to be free.
Yep, it'll be,
Right? Like,
right.
oh, you know what? Okay. Everybody's going to Road to Redemption. Road to Redemption podcast.com. The link. Road to Redemption podcast.com.
You know what's funny is that name is like heavily used all over. Now, I have the number 2. That's why I did that, because I own that. But it is something that people have a real difficult thing with. I don't know why. And everyone thinks it's religion affiliated.
Well, dude, believe everybody thinks it's religion.
Yeah. I actually, like, I had a guy, he wouldn't put the sign over my building because he was like, no, we don't do that. And I was like, I'm not, never mind, you know?
Okay, Lizzie Rich posted it properly.
There you go, Lizzie. Thank you.
Podcast.com.
Thank you so much.
Doesn't mean you stop doing stuff for free. Doesn't mean that you can't, even after the 30 days, like after the 30 days challenge to launch, then you do your 30 days of actually journaling. And then you using a journal.
I want your intake on this, especially since you're literally sitting here helping me brain craft it and making it come into existence. Do you see a place where people would need a 30-day challenge to wake up at a specific time? I don't know if it's a good idea to give away the time here, but
the answer is yes.
Yeah.
The thing that will help them stick to it is the community. You. It's like that you're doing this with me.
Yeah.
The journal should become a challenge so that every day, like if it's a 30-day challenge, what's something that you need to work through now in your life that you need, like once this journal's up, what do you need to journal on to make the next breakthrough? What's an area in your life that you're struggling in?
My fitness, for my health, my general health.
Perfect. So you, once it's up, you launch a 30-day challenge. Who wants to do this with me? We're doing it together. Every day we're going to document what we're doing. My goal is my health. I am whatever. I've gained 15 pounds since COVID. My diet is crap right now. I've given all these excuses for why I can't just eat healthy and work, whatever. And for the next 30 days, I'm going to be doing it. And I'm going to be journaling about it using the 30-day journal challenge. I want you to pick something that's meaningful to you, and everybody will have something. Now, somebody might pick health, but they might pick, I'm going to do a YouTube video for 30 days, or I'm going to call my dad every day for 30 days. Like whatever the thing is that is important for them, and then it's a community.
Yeah.
So that then they join the Facebook group or they join your Instagram or whatever, and there's a way for them to connect and share. So that the most important part of any challenge is that they feel like they're not doing it alone.
Yeah. And that's I just created the Shatter It movement page on Facebook like a couple days ago.
Perfect.
Yeah, it has like just a picture and a banner right now. It has no content, so I have to put up our 9 that we talk about.
Yeah, every 30 days you launch a new challenge, and anybody who wants to jump on it again. So now at the beginning you're leading up to it. Like, hey, we're going to start this thing in 30 days. I'm working on the journal. It helps save me, helps save my life, and I'm going to use it to help fix my health again. I know it works. I want you to get results too in your life, or we're going to do this thing together. You're going to have some accountability, and it only costs $7.99 to pick it up. And then you launch it, and then you do your 30-day challenge with them, and then you pick another thing. And then people can keep joining in on the 30-day challenges to make changes in their life and feel like there's a group.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think the 30-day Shattered Life Challenge? Because you're trying to shatter an old way of life and make a new one.
Sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get so caught up on what you call it.
Yeah, just make it.
Yeah, dude, like you've had that hat for 5 years. It's time to turn it.
That hat's been through some stuff.
No, but like now's the time to turn it into something.
Yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm very, very ready. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, that's the plan. So 30 days, it's up, video every day. Where are you going to post a video? You should post it in your Facebook group, your page. If you got that. You post it to Instagram. If you want
blast it everywhere. Yeah.
Want to post to YouTube too? Awesome. And then 30 days it launches. And whatever, dude. If 4 people buy it and join you on the challenge, when I did my first speech, 3 people showed up at a local YMCA in Toronto. 3 people showed up, and I thought, you know what? I'm never going to turn this into a business because only 3 people showed up. How am I ever going to make money?
Now you're one of the biggest in the world.
Well, the intent was, you know what? 3 people showed up. I'm going to give them the best I got because they're here. I'm here. Why not? So if 4 people buy your journal, you do the 30-day challenge with them, and then you change their lives.
Yeah.
And those 4, the next 30 days become 8, become 12, become 40, become 100, become, right? That's
just got to get started. Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing you're missing, dude, is actually putting it out there. No more deleting content. No more just playing around in platforms. No more being afraid to launch your own thing and get paid for it, right? Like, it's the only, you've done everything else. You got the heart, you got the story, you got the desire to serve and help and do good. It's just about getting it up there, getting to the starting line and actually like pressing go.
Yeah. You're right, man. I can't agree more.
30 days.
30 days. It's going to be live. It's going to be there. Believe it.
Road to Redemption podcast.
Yes.
I'm super pumped for you, dude.
Thank you for this, man. It's I needed this because this is kind of just I needed this pull. I really did.
You got this, and whoever signs up, again, if it's 4 people or 40 or 400, you just focus on helping them shatter whatever is in front of them. That's the block, and you do that, and then you do it again in another month, and again in another month. It could blow up, and you're the guy making people shatter their beliefs and step into the new life that they want.
That's all I've ever wanted. For anyone listening, that's all I've ever wanted is just to make sure that people never struggle the way that I did and just try to use those lessons. That's it. And I'm grateful for every single person who's sending love in there. I can't even see it.
The journal needs to be up in 30 days.
It'll be there. That's my word to you. It'll be there in 30 days.
Up in 30 days.
It'll be there.
I love it. Thank you, Cam. Good luck, man. We're going to follow your progress and movement makers.
Thank you so much.
Much love. All right.
Yep. See you guys.